Hello again, it's me. So we're back with another card review, so let's just move swiftly on into it. This package we've got here, I just wanted to cover right out the gate. I love these cards. These cards are so cool. They're ogres. They do the ogre thing, but it's good because they have rush, and they do better stuff than just missing. And then Kingpin Pud over here resurrects your whole Ogre Gang and gives them Wind Fury on a 6-mana 6/7. And we've got an Ogre Gang Outlaw, 3-mana 4/4 Rush, 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. Ogre Gang Rider, 4-mana 3/6 Rush, 50% chance to give your hero +3 attack this turn instead of attacking. And Ogre Gang Ace, 5-mana 5/4 Rush. Whenever this attacks, gain Divine Shield or 50% chance to gain Lifesteal instead. Now the cool thing is, Ogre Gang Rider and Ogre Gang Ace are good cards. Like in some decks, and if you run Kingpin Pud, then you're getting additional value out of that and having and being incentivized to run Ogre Gang Outlaw. Now the question is, do you want to do this? And I don't know enough about Standard or Wild to tell you if you want to do this, but I can for sure tell you we're not doing this in Duels. Because even if we took the most liberal interpretation of resurrect your Ogre Gang to mean literally resurrect every single Ogre that's died this game, this wouldn't be nearly good enough in Duels. There's no way to synergize with these cards. Rush used to have special delivery, but that doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does, but it's in ultra rare, so you can't get it on purpose. So I don't know. Don't think we're going to be seeing these cards. I think you're going to be very sad when you run Showdown in the Badlands in your Duels deck and they offer you these cards. But I'm always going to give props to Ogre Gang Ace. I love her art. I'm going to love her voice line. Alright, moving swiftly on. We've got 4-mana 4/5 Snake Oil Seller. Death Rattle, shuffle 2 tradable Snake Oils into your opponent's deck. And she's a Naga, so she's selling her own Snake Oil. Or maybe she's an oil seller who's a snake. Or maybe this is too complicated. Snake Oils are a 0-mana spell that has tradable and deals 0 damage. This seems useless. I like the flavor text on the card. Very fun. So to be clear, this is Highlander Disruption. They're printing Highlander cards in this set. We can't run them in Duels. They're printing Highlander Disruption cards in the set. We have no reason to run them in Duels. There are people who just have passive spell damage. This card could be Suicide versus certain decks like Moonbeam Elise. So no thank you. Although, if you ever wanted to try to get coil casting working, Alright. Bunny Stomper. 2-mana 1/3, your beasts have rush. And it's a beast. So, there was a card a while back. I can never remember the freaking name of it because it was just a little weird common. But it was a 2-mana 1/3 rush lifesteal. It was a long time ago, but 2-mana 1/3 rush is good. Like it's cheap enough stats that you can capitalize on it being a 1/3 or buff it. And this also has the additional upside that all your other beasts have rush. I'm definitely playing this in just Beast Pile Bran and Beast Pile Hunter, which haven't been around as much lately, but that doesn't mean they can't. I know that I would try this in Queen Carnassa Hunter. Don't talk to me about Queen Carnassa Hunter. And then my favorite art of the set, saving my favorite for last, it's Gattlesnake. Now, if you didn't know, there was a little movie called Rango, which was a family animated film that was a western set in the Mojave Desert about a bunch of anthropomorphic animals fighting over water. And the main antagonist was a big rattlesnake with a gun for a rattle. Very cool. This is aping a specific shot in the movie, so I really like that they just went for it. Is the card good? Well, if you're running that Beast Pile Hunter deck, maybe. You've got 3-mana 1/5 Beast. At the end of your turn, load 2 bullets that deal 1 damage each. Death Rattle, fire at random enemies. So this is some Hearthstone rules text here. Okay, none of these words mean anything. Okay, end of your turn and deal 1 damage each are the operative words here. So it's an end of your turn effect, so if you double end of your turns, it'll happen more than once. And every time you get the end of turn effect, it stalks 2 Astalor pings into its death rattle. That's how I'm seeing this. Tell me if you guys are reading it any differently, but at that, it's still pretty bad. It's a 3 mana 1/5, so it's kind of sticky for being a death rattle. I suppose this is such a high value death rattle that if you're targeting mummy magic, you might just put this in your deck if you're running Showdown in the Badlands. Or you might run a beast deck that is more death rattle focused. So I could definitely see this make waves. It's got death rattle, it's a beast, it's got decent stats for the cost. Not good, but decent. I could see this seeing play in a variety of decks. But it will depend on if Death Rattle decks running Showdown in the Badlands cards end up being a thing. And it definitely seems like they want it to be a thing, what with the horse from the first expansion, the first release. Reveal. I can speak. And I expect to see more Death Rattles. It definitely seems like that's a theme of this set. It's Western, you know, like buzzards and barren wastelands, a lot of dying going on in this world, I believe. So I expect to see more Death Rattles, so I expect to see a Mummy Magic deck come out of this set, and if it does, I expect to see Gattlesnake in it. Anyway, that's my thoughts for the day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye. Bye, 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 bye.